Well, hello and welcome to a Monday Daily Dominion. And as is tradition on Monday, we have the base set paired up with one more set. In this case, it's Seaside being brought ashore. And here we have a strong assortment of cards, I would say, as there are five duration cards and five non-duration cards, and also two more cards from Seaside. And you can see them here. One of the most important ones, as there are many strong terminals, will be the village, from the base game. And that is because Wharf, Outpost, Bandit in this kingdom, and also Salvager and Monkey are terminals you want to play, and where Village allows you to do so, to play more than one of them per turn. And yeah, especially Outpost with duration draw like Wharf or Monkey. I mean, Monkey is not good to play before the Outpost turn because you'll only draw one card. But with Wharf, you almost get two turns, or if you do it right, you get two turns instead of just one. We saw it, I think, on Friday or so, or just sometime last week, where Outpost also was the star of the show, giving us a lot of extra punch. And yeah, overall, Salvager is nice early game trashing, Sentry is nice mid game trashing, and Salvager also is swooping back in for the end game, being able to essentially trash a province to get its value back in money and give you a buy to buy an extra province, which can be used to shorten the game if you so need to. Now, strategy-wise, we're going to try to build a deck that we can draw each turn, with Wharf being one of the strongest draw cards. Or I don't know if there are many stronger draw cards in the game. Anyways, drawing you two cards this turn and two cards at the start of your next turn, so essentially four cards. And our deck is thus going to revolve around that. We do want to get rid of our 10 starting cards. We want to put in a few villages to go with the wharves. We are going to open Salvager Silver in hopes to find 5 money on turn 3 or turn 4, or in the best case even both. I think the first 5 cost we'll add is still going to be the Sentry, just to try to get rid of the coppers, as Salvager is not a good card to do so. And then later on, our payload is going to be Bandit. Bandit is going to just give us a few golds that we can either just play normally for 3 money, or later on even trash with the Salvager for 6 money. So it's essentially turning the Salvager into a one-time gold in that case. And yeah, I've already played this kingdom, even twice or 3 times during my train ride, but it's a lot of fun, and also it's one of those chill ones where AI doesn't seem to be going for the right strategy. It just outright skipped Outpost and Bandit in my playthrough, so it's not that much of a threat here if you go for those. And yeah, as you see over here, the kingdom plot. I can talk, man. The kingdom plot does show something in the attack column, and the attacks here are Bandit and in some way, I guess, also Monkey, because if you play Monkey, then you disincentivize your opponent from gaining cards, and that can feel like an attack. But apart from that, villages there in the village and also gains, thinning, and draw are all strong, even though there are no mid-turn gains apart from Bandit gaining golds. Then we have the openings to discuss. I think on a 4-3 it's pretty clear you just want to go Salvager Silver, in the best case hit 5-5, in the worst case hit 4-4 and be a bit sad. Probably you'd just go for Village Caravan then. In the case of 5-4, I think you go Sentry Village or Sentry Caravan, or even Sentry Monkey. Not super sure. And in the case you hit 5-5, you just go Sentry Wharf, I believe. And on 5-2, you just open with Sentry and skip your turn, and are pretty happy about this because Sentry is just a strong card to open with. Now we have the 4/3, so we go for Salvager. And Silver AI has a Sentry, and we are very likely to hit 5 on the next turn, where we are going to, I think, add a Sentry. And in that case, we could go for a village or a monkey. Maybe it's fine to add the terminal and monkey. And this is kind of a bad draw, or it's actually a really bad draw because our Salvager misses the estate, or all three of our estates. And I guess we just go Sentry then. But at least we get to trash 2 estates here and get to trash this estate there. Next turn for sure we need to then add a village, but we're guaranteed to hit at least 3. And actually we're probably just going to hit 4. What are the last 5 cards? We have... Am I stupid? We have seen all 3 estates, 3 coppers, so 4 coppers, a monkey, and the silver, of course. I'm indeed stupid. And I wonder whether this wants to be Outpost or Wharf. I think for now a Wharf should be fine, but it's close. And yeah, now it's really sad that we don't have any, that we haven't added any villages yet, because I would love to go for Outpost, but I think it's a bit better to go for a village. And we even get that village in our hand here, and yeah, going for that slightly safer play paid off, I think. Here, we want to trash a card. If we trash a copper, we have 7 money, which is very bad. And if we trash a silver, we have 9 money, which is rather nice. I think we just go for that and add an outpost and a village. See where that leads us. Here we'll start with the Sentry. AI has a gold, which will probably be fodder to our Bandit. Okay, we lead with this. This is great. Top decking the Outpost, and our last 3 cards are Copper, Copper, Silver. If we want to draw back around, no, Village, Copper, Silver. If we want to draw back around to this, we need to play the monkey now. Otherwise, what we could do would be like salvage the monkey, play the Outpost for 7 money. Doesn't feel too good. Yeah, I would much rather have the Wharf be paired up with the non-outpost turns, and then I wonder. I think we just yeah, it's not optimal, but we just add a village here and see what we draw on this outpost turn. A Wharf is quite good. I would love to draw the monkey, and indeed we draw the monkey. Can even, I think, discard the Salvager just to make it more likely that we hit the outpost. And what do we add here? So we still have 3 coppers and the silver index, so we still are able to hit 5. And in that case, I think it's like another village isn't going to help us at this point. I think a silver is fine, like re-adding. Oh, actually, I'm so stupid. We trashed the silver, right? We did that play where we opted to trash the silver, and thus, yeah, I guess are in this kind of weird situation. And here we are a bit on the slow side. I'm noticing, like it's turn 9, we've only added 2 wharves. We don't have our outposts synced up that nicely yet. Like we don't want to play all of the wharves on the outpost turn. Next turn, we'll maybe trash the Sentry. Let's see what we draw here. Okay, we draw complete and utter crud. So, actually, this is insanely bad. Does AI have a village? if, like, do we have 4 or 3 villages? We might not even, like, yeah, this, this draw was just awful, awful. And I think, yeah, just separating, oh man, this is just bad. I think we played a monkey here, trying to sync up the wharves with with the outpost turn and then add a silver. Man, these last 2 shuffles were just awful. I'm going to tell you in a sec how many turns it took me and my best playthrough. And let me just spoil, it was not even like, I am not even sure what to say at this point. I guess we play this wharf here and I'm fine with just a monkey there. And then we'll probably salvage the Sentry because we need to be a bit on the greedy side now and keep re-adding some draw. Or do we just, yeah, I think this is good. It should allow us to play the Bandit and the Wharf bottom decks. And now we can get rid of the silver, but also get rid of one of AI's golds. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we also had really awful draws here. AI just buys golds, which is what? Buys golds and coppers. No, I just no. It bought 2 golds on the copper. Why? I mean, especially with our monkey in play, this doesn't make any sense. I, what? What are you smoking, AI? These I don't get it. I think we play this Wharf here as well and just add double Wharf now for the outpost turn. And now we should finally be set up to draw. I'm saying, yeah, okay, we are indeed. And yeah, we can still trash coppers and slowly we are getting there. I guess this is just another Wharf and double village. And then next turn we can start being greedy, but it's turn 13 and we haven't even thought about provincing. Although we will be able to like double or triple province easily with the incoming outpost turns. It's just important that you kind of stay calm and keep adding reliability in the wharves, and yeah, it's just some draw, and let's play all this. It's 14 money, so this could be, I think we're overdrawing enough that we can add another bandit, even though we might only play it once, in which case it could just be a gold straight up. And I think that's the play here. Now we got everything synced up rather nicely, all of these villages, and can play the bandit here and start salvaging the silver. Could also salvage the province, I guess, but just add double province duchy or double province wharf to be extra sure. And I wonder whether there was a sequence where we could have even set up a win here, as AI doesn't have any victory points, but yeah, I think this is now, unless we do not draw any village here, this should be won on the next turn. And yeah, you see, even though we had a really bad shuffle in between, we are just powering through our deck now, and this bandit has been amazing in building up our payload. And yeah, we get to put so many wharves in play, the outpost in play. We could even just, yeah, just go for a triple province here. And instead of, I think, salvaging the gold, we could have salvaged, I guess, the outpost for some more money. But or province for some more money, but I don't think we would have quite been there. So yeah, this seems like a good way to go. And now on the outpost turn, we draw a bunch of stuff from our wharves, play all of this stuff, but we do dud in the end. I think the bottleneck is also some wharves, and yeah, end up with 49 victory points in which we just picked up on the last 2 turns. So that's the power I was thinking about. Unfortunately, really, our mid-game shuffles were just awful. Like the way our outpost and monkey lined up was not good. Also, maybe some of my decisions weren't great, but we had, yeah, just a few really, really sad turns. And I guess that happens. So in the fastest attempt that I had, I didn't prepare it yet, but I can prepare it just a sec. And I'm back. I've prepared it. I had a run where it only took 11 turns to achieve essentially the same result. I even got to salvage the outpost on the 11th turn to hit that 6th province. So with good draws, with hitting 5-5 on turn 3 and turn 4, and then finding a sentry and the wharf in the proper locations, you can really speed through this one. Unfortunately, as you saw in this playthrough, our draws didn't quite work out that way, but I think 49 victory points in 14 turns is still rather fast. Of course, this game would have a completely different dynamic if you and your opponent would pursue a similar strategy. You would draw each other a lot more cards with the monkeys that you would put in play. You both would have that double turn threat in Outpost, especially with Salvager being around. That makes it extra dangerous as you get to mill provinces, and I think it would make for quite the interesting kingdom, and it would probably also end in 10 or 11 turns, regardless um, of what the draws are, just because you both are going much more aggressively on wharves and villages and monkeys probably. But yeah, that wraps it up. Only 17 golds left in the pile. I think AI got quite a bunch of them, but also got 4 of them trashed. Yeah, just buying golds is super bad here. And I'm starting to ramble. The video is almost 18 minutes, so I'll wrap it up here and we'll try to catch you in the next one. And until then, goodbye.